listen, it's on your mind. It's on my mind. It's on my mama's mind. It's on my cousin's mind. It's on my friend's mind. It's the question of how artificial intelligence is impacting the job market. We've seen articles come out before, but this is an entire white paper done by Microsoft Research, Microsoft company, on really the impact of AI and the likelihood that it's going to take these specific occupations, job titles, it's going to replace it. So there's 40 jobs or occupations that it's going to likely replace. And then there's 40 that are likely not going to be replaced. So I want to give you both of that, the highly replaceable ones and then the not so likely replaceable ones. And you could kind of figure out once we go through the list what's not going to be replaced. Also, at the end of this video, I want to give you two certification courses, free courses that you could take to get involved with AI, to learn from, maybe you're coming in from 0, 20%, 30%, but it does give you that foundational knowledge of what is LLM, what is generative AI, what is, how do we use it? How can we let it assist us in our lives, not to fear it, and also, invite it in. But we're also going to learn how to pivot in the job market. So I want to be able to assist that here at Strizzy Reports. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Every subscription means so much to me. I know it is hard out here in the YouTube streets, and so that means a lot when you guys actually hit that subscribe button. So thank you so much for that. So today we're going to talk about the white paper, which is titled "Working with AI: Measuring the Occupational Implications of Generative AI." And this offers some fascinating insights based on real-world AI usage, and they got a list. They got a list of the 40 jobs. So we're going to get right into it. So let's start with the jobs that currently have the highest AI applicability scores, meaning they're experiencing the most significant impact from generative AI. These are often roles that involve a lot of knowledge work, right, and communication. You might be surprised by some of these. I actually was surprised. I'll actually tell you the ones that I was surprised by because, I would figure that it's really needed. And some I'm not surprised at. So let's go down these lists. So the first one we have, and we're just going to run down it. I'm not even going to count it. We got alphabetically, though, advertising sales agents, archivist, broadcast announcers, and radio DJs. You thought radio was dead a few years ago, a decade ago? It's even deader now, okay? Brokerage clerks, business teachers, post-secondary, CNC tool programmers, concierge, counter and rental clerks, okay? Customer service representatives. In fact, I heard that AI is out here straight up hiring people. I mean, like, you have a video interview with AI, talks back to you, takes all your words, forms another question for you, talks about your resume, how deep could you go. I don't know if you've gotten interviewed by AI before. If you have, let me know in the comments, but it is happening. But customer service representatives, in fact, it's so crazy that I know everyone's saying it. After 2020, customer service kind of went down the drain, right, in America. People got more rude, short-tempered, attitude, act like they don't want to be there. So customer service on the whole was in the toilet. No one had a Ritz-Carlton type of customer service anymore. You'll be lucky if somebody looks up at you when you go to the grocery store and says good morning, right? So customer service representatives, they're getting wiped out. It's going to be replaced. And I'm sure in certain aspects, right? You log on a company's website or you call to speak to a customer service representative. That's going to be AI. All right. Data scientists, demonstrators, and product promoters. Okay, that's in trade shows and things like that. Data, so let's talk about economics teachers, post-secondary. So teachers are kind of seeing a lot of getting hit, and we're talking post-secondary, okay? So we're talking at a college level, Editors, farm and home management educators, geographers, historians, okay, hosts and hostesses, interpreters and translators. That's also seen a dip already with just like Google Translate and all of these things, basic things that came along the way in the last decade. That's also seen a thing where you used to have to, in the 80s, 90s, maybe you flew out to a country and you got a translator or an interpreter that's walking alongside of you. Now you have your phone in your hand and you could actually have communication and dialogue. Okay. All right. So mathematicians, AI is just doing it way too quickly. Okay. Models. What? Is this surprising to you that most of the people that you're seeing, or even on Instagram where you're like, oh man, this person is they're really cute. It's a whole goddamn robot. Okay. It's an AI. There's no soul in there. That's not a person. And people are actually making tons of money now doing like these AI based models and putting their own clothing on these models. These models are, doing everything for the brand. So models are going to see a shift in their market space in terms of longevity, right? You could have an AI model do it all forever, right? Never gets old. All right. So new accounts clerks. When you talk about onboarding new accounts and the actual paperwork of getting a customer onboarded, that could be done by AI. The database, getting all the clerical work done, that could be done by AI. So let's talk about news analysts, reporters, and journalists. You're seeing it already. Again, once you have an AI avatar, you could turn that avatar into anything. They're reporting on the news now. They're reporting on the weather now. Personal financial advisors. People are taking to ChatGPT and anything for their own finances, for their own. I saw something on Reddit where someone said, hey, ChatGPT, they made it's a new model that came out. It must be recent because everyone's doing it now. They're ordering their entire groceries. They're giving it a budget, showing exactly what they want to eat, their health tolerance and, their conditions and how much they want to spend. And they put the model in and it is ordering their food and delivering it, getting everything done, paying for it. Of course, they're adding their credit card information to it. That I could kind of say, hold on a little bit. It's an open source here, but it's doing everything for them. It's doing their grocery shopping, their grocery list, and their actual, hey, I need it by Tuesday. It's done. You forget about these things. Things that used to take time in a human. This is the beauty of AI. If you don't even agree with it, it's pulling time back so you could enjoy it with family, friends, and actual experiences. You got to look at AI that way. How can you implement things in your life and business to give you back that time? Okay, so don't be afraid of it. But with these occupations, and let's keep going down the list, political scientists, proofreaders, and copy markers. Okay. I remember, I wrote a book. I had to send all the raw data file out, get it proofread, send it again, edit it, get it back. That takes time. The AI could proofread things in seconds. I'm talking about 20,000 words, 50,000 words. So you don't want to eliminate these jobs, but the speed of it is so crazy that you could actually make more money because you're putting your things out quicker, right? You could get things done quick. All right, so public relations specialists, public safety telecommunicators, okay? Sales representatives of services. Sales is going to take a hit too. Statisticals and assistants, switchboard operators, right? Once you put a program in there, AI knows how to learn what's going on, what's for what. I was a switchboard operator. It was one of my first jobs, man. It was overnight. I think I fell asleep at that switchboard a couple of times. It was in a nursing home. The nurses was pretty cool. The CNAs and nurses were pretty good. It's just like, wake up, no one really called at night, but I could see AI doing that, Hey, I need the fourth floor. Okay, boom. I need to speak to this person. They have a Rolodex. You don't need a person there. All right, technical writers, telemarketers, telephone operators, ticket agents, and travel clerks. Now think about this. Now it's hitting in the airline. You packed your bags, you're at the airport, you go up to the counter, you could check your bags now with 0 people there, right? You may have just one person there overlooking the machines. And the supervisor, if you need to do anything, right? I need to take 53 pounds out my bag. The AI could tell you that as well. So yeah, I could see a decrease in needing ticket agents now. There weren't that many counters space opened up anyway to begin with. Web developers, writers, and authors. ChatGPT could write you a whole book just to give it a synopsis, right? So it's important to understand why these jobs are on the list, right? Many of them involve tasks like gathering and providing information, writing and communicating. For example, interpreters and translators are at the very top, with almost all of their work activities overlapping with frequent and successful Copilot tasks. Similarly, customer service, sales, and administrative support roles are also they show highly applicability, largely due to AI's ability to communicate information. All right, so the 40 jobs least impacted by AI, safest from replacement. We got to turn to the other end of the spectrum now, the jobs with the lowest AI replaceability scores. These are the roles that, based on current generative AI capabilities, are less likely to be directly impacted or replaced. Many of these involved physical activity, right? Operating machinery, or direct human-to-human interaction that AI simply can't replicate right now. Not saying that part won't happen, but let me show you what these 40 are. Automotive glass installers and repairers, bridge and lock tenders, cement masons and concrete finishers, dishwashers, dredge operators, this removing sand from the bottom of the waterways. You ain't gonna get AI down there. Embalmers, floor sanders and finishers, foundry mold and core makers, gas compressor and gas pumping station operators. I know Jersey, you still don't want no one to pump their gas, right? We're spoiled in Jersey a little bit, somebody has to pump the gas. I think it's like the only state in America, but this is bigger than that too, where it's gas compressor and station operators, right? Hazardous materials removal workers, okay, helpers, painters, plasterers, helpers, production workers, roofers, right? Highway maintenance workers, logging equipment operators, machine feeders and off-bearers, workers who load materials into or remove from machinery, maids and housekeeping cleaners, right? Massage therapists, medical equipment preparers. Who else we got? Motorboat operators, nursing assistants, what is this? Medical technicians, oral and facial maxillofacial surgeons, orderlies, that's healthcare support workers, packaging and filling machine, paving, surfacing and tamping equipment, okay, phlebotomists, a medical professional who is trained to perform blood draws. However, did you just see that video where AI got you stick your hand in the machine, AI got 94% right of hitting the vein. So, but people are still scared. What are you going to hit a bone is what they're saying. What's the other, 6% going to? Where you hitting there? All right, so plant and system operators, rail and track laying, maintenance equipment operators. So on the railroads, they're good in the track, train and track jobs. Roofers, ship engineers, supervisors of firefighters, surgical assistants, tire builders, tire repairers and changers, water treatment plant, and system operators. What does these jobs have in common? We know they're significantly physical, right? Requiring hands-on work, manipulation of objects, or direct physical interaction with people or equipment. AI, at least in its current generative form, isn't performing these tasks directly. And I can't say it. I was going to say a YouTube channel host, but there's tons of YouTube channels that are AI right now. Okay, so it's crucial to understand that AI applicability doesn't necessarily mean job replacement. The study emphasizes that AI's impact can be about augmenting human work, so an assistive tool to make the job easier, to make the job quicker, to make the job safer. It's still going to need human. It's not going to be a full automation thing. It's still going to need some human direct components to it. So think of it like an ATM, right? They automated a core task for bank tellers, but the number of teller jobs actually increased because banks could open more branches, and tellers shifted more complex relationship building roles. So I want to give you that, but let's discuss the 2 places that you could learn AI courses. Take a weekend, take a week. The faster you learn it, the faster you extract knowledge, the faster you could begin to understand AI and actually use it to benefit your own life. Like, go ahead and benefit your own life. The big takeaway here in today's video is that AI is undoubtedly a powerful tool that will reshape aspects of work, particularly in knowledge-based and communication fields. But also, it can't do a lot of things, right? And we got to recognize the drop-offs there. And we also have to utilize it in our personal lives if we can, but learn it, understand it. Don't be afraid of it, because it's bigger than us now. You know, it's like, I was thinking, can we stop this? You know, can we stop, like, as a people, stop AI from growing? You know, you got the one person that's like, hell no. It's too big, it's gone. So again, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to leave you with the 2 free courses that you could take today. Peace. So as promised, I want to give you 2 places that you could go learn AI, but instead of just giving you the 2, I want to go above and beyond, as always, because you're a subscriber and you deserve it. So what you need to do is check the description. I wrote an entire newsletter about this whole AI focus, the pivoting, the transitioning. It also has information on the trades in there and apprenticeship programs. If you're wanting to go into the skills trade, that I got information on that as well. So check the description. Also in the description are the 2, but it's also even better if you click that newsletter, sign up to the newsletter, but click that newsletter, check it out, and you can get all of it in one place. Peace. I'm having a picture pen, what it is, I'm saying, autograph down in the corner of a shark pen. In a tight song, it was me. Rock in the shades with the crowd on the palm of his hand. Got it all in the trance, but the niggas all instinct. No just in, but I got them all in. Say your boy that's in an 8 and an 8 space. My